Hey, got another vlog here for you. We're on vlog number 65. That is incredible. Um, yeah, number 65. I just got out of getting my hair cut, so if you see any what looks like facial hair, trust me, I'm not growing any facial hair. I can barely grow any. Um, that is why. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about Pokemon. I play Pokemon a lot. I like playing Pokemon. When I was younger, I used to think that Pokemon was like really like stupid and for like little kids, even though I was a kid myself. Um, but yeah, I just did not like Pokemon. And then I grew older and I was like, you know what, actually Pokemon's pretty cool. And now I have my favorite Pokemon. Um, or I have a couple favorites. Like I really like my number one favorite is Cubone. And next is like it's really hard after like ranking them, but I'll just like say that my other favorites are Ghastly, not Ghastly, Gengar and Arcanine. I just said Arcanine. Um, and I got a couple other ones, but yeah, those are the main ones that I really like. Uh, yeah, let's talk about the new Pokemon games. A lot of people, have been really like downplaying the new Pokemon games, and it's all like a unison. Like everybody's like, the key word everybody uses is like lazy. They just people are saying like that the Pokemon company or Nintendo is like so lazy into their games, like there's no like heart into it anymore. But the reasons people are saying that is because it doesn't feel like the old Pokemon games. Like there's not like really much of a puzzle aspect to solve. It's not like really challenging, and it's like very linear map. Like you go from point A to point B in like a straight line. And of course there are people that are like, well, this game just like looks terrible. Like it looks awful. I don't care about graphics. I'm not one to tell you about graphics because I am used to playing like 8-bit games like Nintendo, Atari, Super Nintendo, all that stuff. So I'm not going to be the one to judge about graphics. And you know there are people that are very very picky about the frames, like how like the performance of a game, and there are like spots that have like a very minor like slowdown for like a second, and just that people will freak out about it. Like, this is just terrible. It's so unplayable, and like they make it seem like it's a lot worse than it actually is. But how I feel about the new Pokemon games, I don't mind them. They're not bad. They're actually, and there are people that will tell you that they are just garbage, like to never play them because if you play them, then it'll kill your family. It's just terrible. No, make your own opinion. I know Pokemon games, any Pokemon game at this point, I know that they are expensive, but if you're able to get your hands on a copy of like a newer Pokemon game, just make your own opinion about it. Sorry for that random cut. I went to a store real quick. But anyway, so yeah, form your own opinion. Like, go, like, if you can get a copy of the game, go and get it and play it, and you know, have your own opinion. A lot of times whenever I see people like knocking down the newer Pokemon games, it's like a compilation of like glitches, just making the game look like it is so unplayable. But that's not really the case. Not in my case, because I don't really run into a lot of glitches in any game. I don't think I've ran into maybe like I probably can't even count on 4 fingers how many times I've encountered a glitch in like Pokemon Sword. I've maybe had like 1 or 2, and even then I didn't even notice it really well. So, and I have Legends Arceus, so I'm going to play that and see how I feel about that, but I'm sure it's going to be a good game anyways. But yeah, so that's basically it. Just, they're not bad games. What I like to play, there's times whenever I want to be like playing like a hardcore game where it's either like hard or it's like crazy, or like, you know, you have to really use like 100% of your brain. And then there's times whenever I want to just like sit back, relax, play a nice easy game. And that's what Pokemon Sword does. And of course there's other Pokemon games like Ruby and Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl. I haven't played Diamond and Pearl, but I'm sure it's the same. I don't want to sit there and try to solve puzzles. I just kind of just like want to go around catching Pokemon, battling them, and that's it. I don't want to solve puzzles. If I want to do that, I'll play the older Pokemon games. But yeah, it's just like a nice, relaxing, chill game. And there's people out there that are like, no, it needs to be like Legend of Zelda kind of puzzle solving. And, you know, it needs to be like, you can go in that direction and it'd be a dead end, that direction it'd be a dead end, that direction it'd be a dead end. There's only one true path, but then there's like multiple other paths that lead to dead ends. And it's like, and they circle around each other. It's like, dude, there are people that just want to play the game. I don't want to have to sit here and pull up my phone and look up how to solve all this stuff. Not like Legend of Zelda kind of like puzzles. But yeah, that's mainly like the main complaint is that like puzzle solving and the map. But that's really the main thing that people will like just talk about. And then there's people that like don't really play the games, but they'll like want to hop on the trend, like, oh yeah, the new Pokemon games, they suck. They don't know. Go, like I said, just go get the game, play it, form your own opinion, and of course if you don't like it, you don't like it. But there are like huge groups of people that just like hate like a specific game, and you might play the game and it might be brilliant to you. It might be the greatest game you've ever played. But it's just because there's so many people talking about it, a lot more people are jumping in saying the same exact things. It's like just a broken record. Everybody says the exact same thing. That's not even just like talking about Pokemon. That's talking about like everything on the internet. Once somebody says they don't like something, a whole lot of people are going to jump in and they're not going to form their own opinion. But yeah, that's about it on this video. I've got a lot of research to do because I just bought like I bought a couple books and I saw a bunch of other books and I want to do like hear other people's like book reviews. And I like I said, I want to get the books and form my own opinion about them. So yeah, that's it.